Hello everyone, welcome back to Blade Bias. I have made two videos so far in this little session, and most of them have been me just focusing on what I'm saying. The tech video especially, I was really passionate about, so I was putting all my thought into talking, and thus there's a lot of this, there's hand movements, there's not much flipping, and when I am flipping, it's really basic repetitive stuff. So this video, I just want to focus on flipping. Kind of show you guys what I've been trying to learn, show you guys the improvement I've made since coming to school, which is not much, admittedly. Just smoothing out some tricks and learning a few new things. But I want to take a video where I, instead of thinking about what I'm trying to say, I'm thinking about doing tricks that aren't in my muscle memory so much and I kind of forget exist. Because that is the problem with making these types of videos, is that you're trying to split your focus between talking and flipping. And if you've put too much focus into one or the other, then you either lose your train of thought and there's a long silence, or you stop flipping well, or you drop it, or something like that. And then the third part is balancing them, so you have to focus on balancing those two. And that usually results in saying what you want to say, maybe not in the most concise manner, maybe in the not the most eloquent manner, but saying what you want to say, and doing flips that are just in your muscle memory. Like for me, the Valorant combo. Back in the day, when I would record B-roll, the Valorant combo is all I do, because you also have to make it look good. If you're doing a Blade Bias video that you drop every 5 seconds, then it's going to be super distracting to your audience. So you have to do things that are going to look cool, are going to be visually interesting for your viewers to watch, but also that you're not going to drop every 5 seconds. And that is something that I just made up a video idea on the spot. You know what? Maybe rather than flipping, we're going to talk about this. That I like to call the Will Hirsch dilemma. Now, what does that have to do with Will Hirsch, you might ask? Nothing. Well, something, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said it. But so many people say, oh, Will Hirsch is not the best flipper. He's good, but like he's spent like 3 years or whatever in the hobby and he like doesn't do very cool stuff. And they usually go off of his Will Hirsch Flips channel. But they never stop to consider he's doing the same thing. Rather than doing tricks that he is capable of doing, but is probably not going to be able to do with both his eyes closed. The whole idea is to do things that are ingrained into your muscle memory. For me, this combo to a scissor, even though I failed the scissor, is ingrained into my muscle memory. I could do it in my sleep. So I usually default into doing something like that. The underhand twirl into the scissor. It's easy. It just looks cool. And Will's doing the same. But he's capable of so much more. And you would learn this if you went to Blade Show and you watched him flip. Both Ty and I left Blade Show and said, we asked each other who our favorite people to watch were. And there were obvious responses. Known Lyrics, James Hill, Corbin. Corbin was there, sorry. Lucas from Squid Industries, any of the Squid Industries guys. But the one answer that we both said that we weren't really expecting was Will. Because watching Will like actually sit down and focus on flipping was genuinely impressive, because he was doing things that you don't really see in the videos. And he just had a flow going that was, it was like, okay, this is what people don't see, you know? People don't realize that he's that good, because he's doing what I do. He's doing just easy stuff so that he can talk and make it look good, which is completely fair. But all of that long tangent to say, I feel like I'm slightly better than I am in Blade Bias, or on camera at all. Because whenever you have a camera in your hand, everyone always says, oh, I'm worse on camera. Whenever a camera points at me when I'm flipping, my flipping skill goes downhill. Yeah, like that's how it works. Because by introducing a camera, you're introducing another point for your brain to focus on. Rather than focusing all on your flips and what trick you're going to do next, you have to focus on, is the camera looking the right way? Am I saying something that I want to be saying? Am I presenting it in a good way? does the flipping look good on camera? You're introducing that other aspect of focus that's taking away from your flipping. So by introducing a camera into things for a clip, even if it's on a tripod, way over there, as soon as you introduce that camera, you're introducing another variable for you to focus on, which is inherently going to lower your flipping skill. It might not be much for some people, and some people might be so used to it that it's virtually non-existent. But there is that other aspect of focus that you have to worry about. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't realize. But now they might. So yeah, as far as the original concept of this video, I kind of went into a tangent that I think is a little bit more interesting, I'm not going to lie. But as for what I'm learning, I'm just learning on getting flow down and getting tricks that kind of go into each other, like the shortstop into, I believe it's a reverse middle finger chaplain, and cool aerials. Like I've been trying to learn, I call this an aerial because it doesn't really touch your hand, like going around my palm like that. I've also been trying to learn the fan, palm fan, and then backhand fan. I learned how to backhand fan. I'm sort of getting the choker fan. I don't really get how people choker fan without doing it like this. I'm not going to lie. And then I'm also just learning aerial stuff. I've learned this like weird parabolic thing that isn't really a parabolic, but it's an aerial from underhand to overhand. Or from ice pick to standard, I guess. And then just other various skill-related or flow-related things like the cherry picker or the hellbound. I don't know what they're called. And also the whip rollover. So like I'm learning stuff. I'm trying to put focus onto it. But as I said in the other video, flipping is only one hobby that I have to balance with a ton of other things. So it's not like I can just sit down for hours on end and learn a cool new combo. I do have a slow motion that I took from someone's video of a really, really interesting combo that they did that has a lot of tricks that I want to learn. So whenever I get some more free time, I'm going to sit down and actually like do that and try and learn that, because it has a lot of tricks, like I said, in it that I want to learn. But I'm just trying to make my flipping a little more interesting. I've never considered myself the best flipper. And it's not like I want to be the best flipper, but seeing Ty improve as much as he has really just makes me want to improve a lot more. So that's what I'll try and do. I'll try and keep you guys updated as much as possible. And I will see you all in the next one. Sorry that this one was kind of a tangent, but I thought it was pretty interesting. Peace.